Alright, first and foremost, I want to say Kohalam Yahweh Bashmi Hawashai Wahakadash Waka Wabrakadam. Double honest to GMS. Shalom to the hopeful elect. It's a little brother Shema Shawan. Again, here with a new video. Alright, in today's video, I want to title this video Undeniable Scientific Proof that the Most High is about balance. Okay? Experience has been on me last couple of days. To kind of go into like some of my old chemistry notes and shit, and we're gonna use Esau's quote-unquote science, which he never created it. All right, science has its origin back in Egypt, and science was all the way back in the ancient world, right? But they claim to be the forerunners and the creators of science, so whatever. But we're gonna use his knowledge, his quote-unquote knowledge, against them, because even when you read the textbooks, there's certain things that they don't know. Okay, they don't know everything. Even when they talk about creation, they don't understand. They say 4 million years ago, and that's a topic for another video where I'm gonna break down and show to you why we don't teach at Harvard. Okay, there's no reason to teach at Harvard. I'm teaching right now. Okay, so let's go into it. We're gonna prove the Most High is about balance first and foremost in the scriptures. All right, before we go into any other nonsense, we're gonna prove it first and foremost in the scriptures. Okay, all right. This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, and I heard the third beast say, "Come and see," I beheld, and lo, a black horse. He that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. This is Yahweh Shai opening up those seals of the book. All right, that black horse, that represents judgment. Okay, that represents judgment. All right, but a pair of balances, balance. Okay, like the Libra. All right, even though we don't go into that nonsense, but like balances, you know. I'm going to go into Proverbs now. We get Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1. Okay? That's the first piece of evidence. Revelation chapter 6, verse 5. We're going to get, there's much more I could go into. Psalms, Proverbs is here. Alright. Yep. 11. Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1. A false balance is abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. Alright. Alright. The next one we're gonna go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3. And we're just gonna read a little bit of that one. Alright. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Exactly. Balance. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. Balance. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sue, a time to keep silence, and a time to speak, a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. Balance. Alright. The last one I want is Sirach chapter 42, verse 24. All things are double, one against another, and he hath made nothing imperfect. I didn't even have to break any of those down. Those speak for themselves. Alright, I'm going to pause and I'm going to come right back. So I'm back. So this is called a chemical equation. Alright, and this is the chemical equation for photosynthesis. Okay, so this is pretty much how you can trace various elements coming together to make certain compounds. And you can be able to predict chemical reactions. Not always really needed, but Esau prides himself on knowing how this works, which this has always been around in the ancient world. People knew about chemistry and biology and the like. Okay, so he did not create it. Okay, so we're gonna break this down. This is when you see these little things at the bottom here, all right, don't be dismayed at them. Okay, don't be dismayed at anything Esau puts out. Okay, this is liquid. All this is hydrogen 2 and oxygen. This is H2O, also called water. This is 1 carbon, 2 oxygen. This is carbon dioxide. Okay? This is sugar. This is 6 of carbon, 12 of hydrogen, and 6 of oxygen. Okay, this comes together to make carbohydrates. This is just dioxide. It's 2O. All right, so it's just 2 of oxygen. We'll just slide. This is just oxygen. When oxygen has 2 to it, this is just regular atomic oxygen. Okay, so putting it all together, it's water, carbon dioxide comes together to make carbohydrates and oxygen. This is what happens when you have photosynthesis. And we're going to break it down to show you how it is a fact that there is balance in all parts of this world that Yahweh has made. Okay, so let's break this down real quick. Alright, so this is you got 2 hydrogen over here. You got 1 carbon. Okay, 1 carbon from there. Alright, you got 2 oxygen here plus the 1 over here, so that makes it 3 now. Okay, so we have on this side, you got 12 of hydrogen. Okay, let me pull up my camera a little bit. 6 of carbon. You got 6 of carbon on this side and 2 on this side. Okay, so what are we gonna have to do? Come back over here, add a 6 over here. Okay, times 6, that's gonna make this 12 now, because when you have a 6 here, it adds a 12 and makes it 12 because you have to multiply it by 6. All right, now we have this here. This was originally 1. Okay, so now this is gonna be times 6. 1 times 6 is 6 plus 2, that's gonna make this 8 now. All right, this is gonna make this 8 now. All right, and we still have the 1 carbon. Okay, but now we're gonna have to add a 6 to this side now. Okay, now this is gonna become 6 carbon. Okay, so now this is 6 times the 1 oxygen is 6 plus now the 12. All right, which this is gonna make this 18. Okay, because remember, O on this side is oxygen times 1 times 6 equals 6. On this side, oxygen 2 times 6 equals 12. Okay, you plus it all together, you get 18. I'm gonna try to make this rapid fire. Okay, so that means this is all balanced. Okay, because we got a 6 on this side, a 12 hydrogen on this side. All right, but now we got 18 oxygen on this side, but we only got 6 oxygen on this side. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We're just gonna add a 6 right here. Okay, so that's gonna be plus 12 and you get 18. Okay, because you take the 6 times by the O2. All right, you get 12. 12 plus 6 equals 18. Now it's completely balanced. This is pure proof that there's balance in nature. Okay, there's balance in all parts, all right, of nature. Even with buildings, everything comes from nature. Everything is balanced. All right, I just wanted to make this video proving what Esau's so-called science, that yes, it's all balanced. All right, and that people in the ancient world already knew about this. All right, believe it or not, they already knew that you're not supposed to cut down trees because it makes sugars and it also creates oxygen. When you cut down the trees, you mess with the oxygen and the carbon dioxide balance in the atmosphere. All right, this is all I got. Shalom.